The Industrial Revolution was a period from the 18th to the 19th century where major changes in agriculture, manufacturing, mining, and transport. The first Industrial Revolution, which began in the 18th century, merged into the Second Industrial Revolution around 1850. The Industrial Revolution was an extremely important part of American history. The Industrial Revolution marked the end of the agriculture era.
The Industrial Revolution started in England around 1733 with the first cotton gin. A more modern world had begun. As new inventions were being created, factories followed soon thereafter. England wanted to keep its industrialization a secret, so they prohibited anyone who worked in the factories to leave the country. Meanwhile, Americans offered a significant reward to anyone who could build a cotton gin in the United States. Samuel Slater, who had been an apprentice in an American English factory, disguised himself as American and came to America. Once here, he reconstructed a cotton spinning machine from memory. He then proceeded to build a factory of his own. The Industrial Revolution had arrived in the United States. The Industrial Revolution brought severe consequences to society. Factory owners needed cheap labor, unskilled labor, profited greatly in using children and women to run their machines.
The Industrial Revolution was when textile mills, trains, and steamboats were invented. In this time frame, agriculture started to die out, and new and different ways of growing and harvesting food changed in ways that people never imagined. The cause of the Industrial Revolution was progress, that is, making everyday life more convenient. And the effect of this revolution is everything that we know today. For example, without said revolution is computers, and without those, where would we be? Also, in said time, new transport was made, and new engineers of century were discovered. Now, some map information in parts of the world that was affected.
It is a bad time for some, where they start to lose their jobs because of the industrialization. Farmers and croppers became poor and lost their jobs because they weren't making the money needed. In addition to that, the kids started working in these factories for...
The Industrial Revolution is pretty much the start of the American success as a new country. Although this is an important part of American history, there's a lot more facts that you should know and look forward to reading and learning about. At the time, America was a new country in the process of shaping the future. It's our job to read and learn much as we can about the past so we can prevent it from happening in the future.